Podcast Bear, who is also Ben.
Stop.
For anyone who's new to this, every Sunday, 9 PM GMT, we do a quick run through of anything that we are interested news-wise in the wargaming, but general tabletop, I suppose, because we do cover wargaming quite a bit. But it
Cover everything.
Sorry?
Cover everything wargaming.
Yeah. We normally end up talking about Games Workshop stuff a lot, but that's only because they have the largest news cycle of anyone. So, let's do a quick skim through of what went up for pre-order. I think it actually went up on Friday rather than Saturday this week. Now, we are covering this really quickly this week. It is the made-to-order Inquisitors, Priest and Assassins, because they are made-to-order, and the last date for ordering is 6 PM GMT on the 30th. So we just wanted to remind people in case anyone wanted one and was worried they might forget. We'll just skim through those images quickly, and then I'll stop on Ben's favourite one. The bulky Inquisitor with the book and the bolt gun.
Oh, yeah. It's alright, I'm struggling to log in for some reason.
It's fine. No technical issues my end this time.
Wow. La-di-da.
Vindicare there.
So anyway.
Assassin. Assassin. And assassin. Right, well. That is that's the pre-orders. Now, the first thing that's popped up for order over the weekend is the pre-orders from Forgeworld. And once again, it is one of my favourite games. We have finally, some lovely Carapcace weapons for Titanicus, which have not loaded. See, I joked about having no issues, and now I've caused issues. Let me...
Of course you have.
I think I know why. We did a bit of a changing of order of things just before we started, so the stream has probably lost track of where it is. Alright, let's skim through to here. We have Demon Hosts. And... there we go. So, for Titanicus, the Warlords have finally got their full collection of Carapcace weapons. I have already, unsurprisingly, put a pre-order in for some of them, but not these.
What's that for the weapons?
Yeah, well, I haven't gone for the turbo lasers. I don't really know why you would go for them when, if you want that, you go for the laser blasters, because they're 3 shots rather than 2 shots. But, each their own. They look fantastic.
I would go for the Vulcan Megavolt as if it was me.
Yes, yeah, which is the... it would be the last one on the list. I have picked up a set of Vulcan Megavolters, but it's the Gatling blasters that I picked up 2 of, because I quite like my ridiculously shooty Warlords, so I'm thinking that with a macro blaster and a plasma wandering around the table, putting out an ungodly amount of shots. Won't be able to dent anything, but they'll strip void shields. Okay, and then there is the Vulcan Megavolters, which I would say is probably the best looking of the entire lot.
Yeah, everyone loves a good Vulcan Megavolt.
Hello, Vince. Yes, you're a little bit late. We need you here to completely fill up the chat, like the week before. Was it the week before last? I think we had quite a large discussion going on. Oh, I've got an invisible cup again. I love the green screen.
You fool.
So yeah, Titanicus weapons. Like I said, I'm quite excited because more firepower for the Titans. So
I just like to have some difference in the weapons that you can get, and not having to creating your own stuff.
Yeah, well, if you think the actual kit, the original kit only came out with one set of weapons. It was quite quickly followed by another set of Carapace weapons, but
Yeah, but it's only what missile launchers and the Gatling blaster.
yes, yeah, missile launchers and the laser blaster.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's nice to see some of the other weapons coming up. And I think this rounds off all the weapons that needed to be released, other than the Knight upgrade kits, which we will hopefully be seeing soon enough. So we'll move away from Games Workshop's release cycle very quickly, as it has been quite a quiet week, really. And we will have a nice talk about the Black Friday Warlord deals. So there's 33% off Cool Seas, which is quite nice. I might actually get the starter for Cool Seas. But Warcast Bear, what else is there 33% off?
Blood red skies, Spitfires, Hurricanes. Ah! Mark 9 Spitfires. Oh.
Yeah, we both have a bit of a love for this game. I have my Russians.
It's such a good game. So easy to play. Just like friendly enough for anybody to jump into. And it's playing with World War II planes. Yeah. Ignore any of the jet stuff. That's boring. You want propellered planes, props, all that kind of stuff.
I think you'll remember in our three-way game, my MiG was one of the first ones to get shot down. In fact, I think it was the first thing to get shot down.
Oh yeah, they're awful, but they also don't look right with like Spitfires flying around them and BF 109s and
there were
BF 110s.
There were a couple of occasions where they probably would have been in relatively close proximity, if not fighting.
Yeah, it's always like keep two of them together and you get all the bonuses and all that, and it's just like, oh, so you can't do it yourself, Mr. Jet Engine.
Yeah, no, gotta have a wingman. Anyway, before we get completely distracted by Blood Red Skies, which there is a good chance.
Yeah, but quick, I must say, Warlord need to pull their finger out and get rid of all their metal models, because they struggle so hard on their flying stems.
Yeah, I've had sort of a more like, without being too critical of Warlord, because and not even that, it's Black Seas, which I'm loving, but trying to do metal masted first rates is a nightmare. Don't get us wrong if you see this, especially Gabrio, the guy behind it. We love it, and we don't want to be joining the criticism. But I personally struggle with the white metal masts, and like you say, the metal planes for Blood Red Skies are a little bit top heavy.
Yeah.
No. Little rant there.
We've got to fill in some of the time slot for today.
Yeah, well we do. I mean, the amount
GW have been relaxed on what they're dropping this week.
No, normally we're sitting here struggling to like fit everything in, and I mean there are a couple of rules that we could have mentioned. I said that Mephiston's rules were up. There was some bits for. Well, yeah, there were a couple of other bits up there, like Chaos Sorcerer's rules, but nothing really jumped out. I wasn't that interested in it.
No. Well, I mean, it's not. If you want to read the rules for certain things, you can go and see them anyway. So.
Vince is suggesting metal flying stems. Metal flying stems. I mean, it's quite nice that they're currently see-through. But.
Yeah, Vince, you have a problem, my friend.
Yeah. I mean, we could do the classic and put
definitely
some metal.
not metal.
We could do the classic and put some metal in the base.
Well, yeah, washers and things like that. But
all right. Well, as we have time, I suppose we can go through what's going up on pre-order next weekend from Games Workshop. We have some lovely big battle forces. Once again, Christmas is here, so we're seeing the battle forces. I don't know who's the Space Wolves. I don't think I've ever heard of that army.
What Space Force? I think you'll find what we're looking at. I don't know. I can't remember what they were, but don't they kind of make you look at them and go, didn't we have these ones like 2 years ago? I mean, at least the Tau Empire one looks like we had it last year.
Yeah, but I mean, what are they going to do with a box set for Tau? I mean,
Not do Tau, do someone else.
yeah.
Because they only bring out 6 box sets, and there's like, what, 15, 16, 17, 18 armies for 40k now? Maybe do one year without Space Marine.
I think they do try to do the armies that haven't had too much love, because we haven't had anything from Space Wolves. We haven't really had anything for Tau, and the other one kind of.
Yeah, Tau, there's no love. Blood Angels I get for what's coming after this. Space Wolves, nobody cared.
Yeah, I haven't heard any complaints about Space Wolves. Have you? I mean,
Like, yeah, no one plays them, so moving on from them. No, joking, but like, you know, yeah, on the box.
Vince says he's getting about a minute delay on messages, which I'm not seeing any issues on the streaming program. Space Wolves ones doesn't have any grey hunters.
That sounds like a Vince problem.
It does sound like a Vince problem. It sounds like a problem for someone whose army isn't all dust, because you know my army is
Shadows
all
and dust.
and they're very upset with you.
But yeah, so we've got those 3 box sets, and then you're saying armies that don't have any love. Well, Dark Elves have had love, and so have Chaos Space Marines. Tyranids, fair enough, they haven't had any love.
Well, my theory on this one is Chaos.
I mean, they've had love because they've been shafted.
Well, this is kind of what I was thinking with the Chaos Space Marines. They had love, and then Games Workshop very shortly later released Codex Space Marine and hit the Chaos Space Marines round the head with it. And then, in the last, what was the last, what was the last Psychic Awakening book? It's just come out. The one with the Dark Templars, Black Templars in it.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah. So they hinted that Chaos Space Marines were going to get some more love in there, and then gave more love to the Space Marines.
Wow. I mean, Faith and Fury, wasn't it? That one?
Ah, that's it, yes. Yeah, Faith and Fury. Of course it's Faith and Fury.
So it wasn't Space Marine love, it was Sisters love. I just realised how that sounds. Moving on.
Steve. Yeah,
What was that?
I said Steve after you said what you said.
Oh.
Yeah. Intro. Yeah, Dark Elder and Nids. I mean, the Nids box set, it's pretty much the standard one, isn't it? You know, you've got, what, 2 Carnifex in there, Hive Tyrant, some little Griblies, and offload a load more Gargoyles, because if you're a Nid player and you don't already have 2 more Gargoyles, you're not a Nid player.
Yeah. I see issue with sign-ups in that box, but then at the same time, with new things coming.
Well, to be fair, it would be nice to see a Nid army that has a potential of failing its synapse. It's not really the issue it used to be back in 7th edition or 6th edition.
Oh, no, but, like, still.
Alright, and then we've got the Sigmar boxes, which, well, 2 of those are just an expansion upon the 2nd edition box set with the Stormcast Eternals and the Nighthaunt. Yeah.
Skaven.
Well, I mean, the Skaven box set, at least it sort of 45 models in it, but I find the Gloomspite Glitz one funny at 21 models.
Yeah, but it's gobbos, but you'd want more gobbos in it because obviously for that price. But you do get the Mangler Squigs, and they're kind of cool.
Yeah,
and if someone decided to buy me that for Christmas, I would happily take it.
Yeah, I have to admit, as much I have to resist because I really want a Destruction Army, and that is the Destruction Army I would go for.
Yeah, as much as I really like them, and I would have them as a Destruction Army, I still would look at the Orcs. It's Orcs. Goblins are great, but I've got 40k Goblins.
So, yes, Vince, I think you are correct there, and we will get to that in a second.
I think there is also a delay there.
Yes, yeah. So, apart from that, the one that hadn't been mentioned yet is that there is a battle force for a knight household. I'd be interested to see what the price is on this. Not that I will be getting it as
We'll break it down. How much is it?
I already have some.
Yeah, it's a fair few.
So what is it? If I remember correctly, there are 2 sets of the normal knights in there, 2 sets of the lancers, and 2 performers. But the 2 performers are a single box set, so it's 5 box sets, and I think they're all about.
What, the knights are about 25 quid a piece, or 20 quid?
I don't think it didn't look like they were going to be the ones with the upgrades thrown in it.
Okay, so if they're just 20 quid, that's 40 quid. What, 30 quid for the 2 lancers, isn't it? So it's 100 quid, and then the knights, the forums, how much are they?
30-ish or.
Okay, so these box sets are normally 95 quid.
Yeah.
These Battle Force box sets. So 95 quid, that means you get the bottom 2 for free.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
Which is that's about the same as the actual Titanicus Battle Force that came out last year.
Yeah. The only downside, of course, is that a Warlord will just walk over all of that.
Oh god, yeah. I have
for a cheaper price.
I've tried out the night list once, and it was brutal, but it actually lost in the process of tabling my opponent because it blew up and killed a load more of my knights, and he was playing kill points.
I mean, it's a great box, but it's just providing a box for, another game system for Christmas.
Yeah, and actually, I find that really nice that they're not just doing the mainline games, that they're doing, a box set for Titanicus as well. And I imagine if any of the other game systems blow up as big as Titanicus has, they will probably also start to see their own box sets.
Well, you say that, but I don't know if you have a picture for it. But there is like the Kill Team manual and stuff that's coming out.
Yeah, I think that should be a couple more down the line. I think actually it might be the last one in the run. So here's the biggie. I was not expecting this to turn up as quickly as it has. Seeing as what, Wrath and Rapture was out last weekend?
It's Christmas, isn't it?
Yeah, true. I was expecting this to be maybe. I was expecting this to be after, which is why I was getting excited for NIDS in the new year. But
well, it will be NIDS in the new year. Let's face it.
Well, yes, yeah. By the time I actually get to play a game with the NIDS, it will be in the new year.
They'll have a new book in the new year.
So Vince was mentioning new synapsis rules coming in the new book. From my quick skim earlier, I didn't really pick up too much information. Actually.
They haven't released a lot.
No.
Standard GW, just keep it close, keep it close.
Mind you, I think they have got slowly better. At least it's no longer you find out what we are releasing on the day it goes up for pre-order. Because that.
Oh yeah. They've been on a much better release schedule for, well, over a couple of years, since Warhammer Community really started.
Yeah. Well, you do remember that this is one that I reference quite a lot, but I think it's the 6th edition Space Marine Codex that basically crashed their website because everyone knew it was coming because it had leaked.
Yeah.
But Games Workshop wasn't prepared for the order demand because everyone was ready and waiting for it to go up. That was back when they used to do it at midnight instead of 10 in the morning as well.
Yeah. Which, midnight, everybody orders it online, and shops make nothing out of it. Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they've got a much better system now. Like you say, like at least the shops, at least there's a chance now that when it's coming out, people will go, actually, I'll go into the shop and I'll order it there rather than.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't happen.
I mean, I like the sound of this book. One, because obviously I play Tyranids as well, same as you. Tyranids are kind of cool. So obviously, from what they've said on the website about like the Tyranids getting extra bio artifact, and then being able to do different stratagems and bits and pieces like that, and have unique weapons and different types of gribblies, perhaps even having different biomorphs.
Yeah.
Awesome, fantastic, but just like don't give them new stuff that doesn't work with the old stuff, because the old stuff gets them killed so easily.
Yeah,
Like,
we either need a massive points drop and to basically saturate our enemy in bodies and firepower effectively, or claws, or we need some form of invulnerable, because there's no way half of our stuff is getting a save with the current Space Marine rules.
yeah. And how many Tyranids are you looking at that are going to go, oh yeah, I got a 5-up save or a 6-up save? Most of them, most of the troops, and then even warriors have got only a 4-up save. Was it a 3-up save? No, it's a 4-up save, isn't it?
Your warriors, toughness 4. I mean, for people who don't know, Ben has a converted alien themed NID list, and a lot of it is based around the middling style stuff like the warriors, and toughness 4.
Yeah.
What was it? It is a 5-up save, isn't it, on warriors? So toughness 4.
No, warriors are like a 4-up save, and then shrikes were a 5-up save.
That was it. Yeah. So your toughness 4 with a 4-up save, and so you're in cover to get yourself a 3-up save, and then the new
and then you play against Imperial Fists,
yeah,
who go no cover save for you, so you're a 4-up save, and then oh yeah, by the way, with a Devastator Doctrine, I shoot you with heavy bolters, and you've got 3 wounds. Oh, okay, you've got a 6-up save against the 3 wounds I've caused against you. Oh, that's a dead nid.
Yeah. Yeah, and potentially even more, because they might roll 6s to hit and cause extra hits as their bolt weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome.
Fix Tyranids, GW. Fix Tyranids. We should move on.
We should move on, but you know, Nids.
I like the fact that obviously they focus on like the Baal stuff. I've read the omnibus stuff with the Blood Angels, and the Blood Angels are very cool. Talking of Blood Angels,
so we are we're of different opinions here, aren't we?
I get why people like it as a model. I do. What I don't get is a few things. One, GW, what is up with this? I'm going to mount everything on a base where he's all slanted and everything like this, and it's just, whoa, look at me. And then it's still a straight up model.
GW, stop doing scenic bloody bases. Because
it's not just stop doing scenic bases, it's stop making Marines doing all this like, oh, I'm going to stand up like this, I'm going to stand up like this. Like, fair enough, give them poses and things like that, but, you know, there is a, like, yeah, Vince, the model is nice. I like the cloak, I like all that. I just feel he could be a lot more imposing.
No delay if you use your PC, yeah. I love it. I think that they've stuck to some of the best bits of because it's the ridiculous collar, you know, the real sort of aggressive face. And put it this way, I'm not the biggest fan of the Blood Angels in the first place.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, I really liked his old model. His old model was awesome. And I know that you can't just take an old model and make it into Primaris and make it bigger and bloody blah. I don't know. I just feel like this model could be a lot more scary as such, a lot more sort of Mephiston instead of just being, huh.
Hi, Rob.
Yeah, exactly. You need to calm down with the bases. See, man knows.
Yeah.
Also, like, you haven't got the pictures for it, but why give him a hand that? Okay, fair enough. According to everybody else, it's supposed to be wiping away blood, but kind of looks like he's just been in the toilet room going.
I like our quick discussion we had ahead of time that it's to go with the blood and bile setup that he's basically just murderized a Nid just with his bare hands and is going, Tyrannid pussy.
Yeah. Well, that's what a Tyrannid smells like on the inside. Probably won't eat that. But I don't know. I feel like instead of a base, you could have just done something where he's smashing a Nid up or, you know, something like that. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, just standing on a massive, like a Carnifex skull or something.
Yeah.
Well, I say, I think for keeping the aesthetic of his previous model and some of the previous artwork and transitioning it to Primaris, I think that's probably why I like it. I can't really see the Primaris stuff that much.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. The fact that obviously it is basically all they've done is just taken his old armor and gone, oh god, this guy's bigger. We need to make his armor bigger to make him fit. Because yeah, his armor is cool. I love the armor and everything like that. I don't know. You're not gonna love every model that comes out. Let's face it. But yeah.
There you go. There's the bit of the artwork there. I think we've got the last. Yeah, and then the little details. I don't think there's anything particularly extra in there that stands out. In fact, you can't actually see the book that he was carrying in the one that probably should have been showing off the book rather than the sword.
Yeah.
Pretty.
I just feel he like, according to stuff that I've read, he went through a lot when he went through the Rubicon to become a Primaris.
Yeah.
And this kind of just now makes him look like he's come through and just gone, yeah, it's cool, whatevs. Instead of coming out and just going, I'm gonna murderize everything.
Right, let me find. Yeah, so that's pretty much the end of the sort of model release for next week. But there are
not a lot.
Well, no, but you know, it's the fact that it's the Christmas box set week, isn't it? I mean, the fact that we're getting anything alongside that is pretty magical in the first place.
I mean, we're counting down to Christmas. GW, I think they take like a 2 or 3 week off from releasing things anyway. So obviously, we're going to get to a point where probably Fantasy Flight and Warlord, the ones that we'd like probably look at most, we're probably going to be like on a Sunday sort of sitting here going, so how's your Sunday going? Because there's not going to be a lot to talk about. But yeah.
Well, we'll talk about the last two things quickly. So, if it will, no, don't. Okay, I'm now big.
Whoa! Technical difficulties like you wouldn't believe.
Technical difficulties like we wouldn't believe. Let me just reduce myself down quickly. Right. What I want to know is, do I actually shrink down slowly, or do I just suddenly go from?
Oh no, you shrunk down quite slowly.
No. Right. So let us go back.
Vince, it is a bigger Ben. It's all the more to see you with.
All the more forehead shine to have on the screen. I tried to adjust some settings today to get rid of the forehead shine, and it didn't work.
Yes, he is quite small. So,
yeah, so we've got chapter approved finally. I hope there's some nice changes in here.
well, this is an interesting one because isn't this? Here is a book of rules. Here is a book of background rules.
Yes, yeah. Here you go. You want to go to the tournament? You're going to have to buy some more books, unless the points are also in chapter approved, which I'm kind of hoping they are.
No. I would say chapter approved, like because from what I've understood, the the one behind the Munitorum Field Manual is literally just points.
Yeah.
And then chapter approved is points, missions, background. Is a bit more of a purchase.
Yes, yeah. Well, that's it. That's because then I'll get chapter approved. I won't bother with Munitorum Field Manual because if I'm doing a tournament list, I'm sitting there with paper, not trusting any internet or app versions of points.
Okay. No. It's missions and ways to play with chapter approved 2019, and then all the points in chapter approved.
Games Workshop, stop adding books to my collection. I'm carrying around too many already.
Well, they're not going to make lots of money out of you if they do that.
No, they're already making enough money out of me.
Yeah.
Well, either way, finally a new chapter approved, which will be nice. I always enjoy looking through the new missions, actually, because I think that's one thing that's improved 2017, 2018, 2019. All the missions have got better and better. And yeah, to have I love the idea of having all the points in one place. That is nice. Yeah. And yeah, to finish on, unless you had a final thought on the books.
Yeah. I mean, I let you guys buy these things because I'm not fussed. Like, I'm all here for building and painting models and making things look cool, and then I play more narrative games. So for me, yeah, okay, rules change and bits and pieces are a bit different, but obviously, I'm not overly fussed. I'm quite happily just download an FAQ if I need to.
Yeah. I'm not hopeful that this will be as good a balancing act as it needs to be. Having seen some ITC tournament stats recently, which put the Space Marines still far too ahead of everything else, and they need bringing a little bit back in line.
Well, let's face it, chapter approved is not going to massively fix that, is it? It's just going to be a simple case of, let's try and pretend that we fixed all the other armies, but Space Marines are actually just still epic.
Yeah, I mean,
the only way they're going to fix the other armies at the moment is every time you shoot something or attack something, it causes a mortal wound, except if you're a Space Marine.
Or if you're playing against a Space Marine player, you get an extra 500 points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you play against someone who's playing Iron Hands, 10 life points to you. Because you agreed to a game. Yeah. No, I mean, having revised rules and everything like that is fantastic. Great for everybody else. Yeah.
Oh, final product of the evening, the Kill Team Annual 2019. So we've got a massive collection of all the Kill Team rules and all the little bonus bits that they brought out. I think they've stuck all the White Dwarf bits in there as well.
And Sisters of Battle, or Adeptus Sororitas.
Yeah, so even some bonus stuff if you're not collecting all. If you'd been collecting the rules already, there's some bonus information in there as well. So all good.
Yeah. White Dwarf stuff and
so
nice amount of stuff. Nice. But as we say, we're going to start struggling for talking on a Sunday because I think it is like a 3-week window, because there's a point where it's like a week before Christmas, GW tends to turn around and go, this Saturday is the final day something like 5 days, 6 days before Christmas Day, this is the final day that you can order and guarantee delivery for this weekend.
Yeah.
But they also don't do anything on the weekend before Christmas, obviously Christmas weekend, and New Year's, and then they start back up on like the first week of January.
I think the only year that it felt different was when they did the really good advent calendar, the one that ended with the cipher rules and the fallen rules.
Oh yeah.
That
To be fair though, this year's advent calendar is pretty good, because if you subscribe to it before a certain date, which is coming up soon, you get lots of free MP3 audio downloads, access. Well, you get the Dante book as audio download for free. There's 12 books plus 12 MP3s. They're running it from the 1st of December to 26th of December. I know this because I've read all this earlier. It's not something we overly cover, but it does look pretty good. And generally, their short stories and their audiobooks, they're not bad. You've got a train commute to do. You've got something you need to sit down and listen to whilst you're painting. It's fantastic.
I mean, it's one of the reasons why we don't really cover the Black Library releases, is that it's far too easy for us to go down a rabbit hole with Black Library stuff. And I don't think it would be as enjoyable viewing if we start talking about some piece of fluff that we remember from, like 4 editions ago.
Yeah, there is a lot of change.
Yeah. So yeah.
But
that's
it's just worthwhile mentioning because it is a pretty good advent calendar.
I agree. The advent calendar stuff is really good. I think it's the particular one that stood out was that year they did some rules in there as well, and books, and then eventually the special release of the Fallen rules with Cypher. And actually, the other year that I remember it really well was the 12 Days of Nurgle.
Of course you would. Something Nurgle.
Well, it was when they announced the new Great Unclean One model, which that was.
Yes.
Lehman Russ tanks for Space Wolves is something I missed from previous editions, says Vince.
Wow.
It's fine. You can attach them to your army. Take a Supreme Command attachment and have a load of Lehman Russes in your army. There you go. All tank commanders, just to upset me.
Keep missing them. That's all I can say. But yeah, so not really a lot to go
by
on.
Wolves. No, driven by bloody tank commanders. Right, we should sign off, I think.
Yeah.
Somehow with the...
So in summary, a few bits and pieces that have come out.
Yeah. Okay.
I would imagine that next week we will have a bit more on the new book. Probably about it. I mean, when's all the painting stuff and all the... Yeah, that should be coming out soon. So we might have some bits and pieces for that.
Yes. Yeah, that'll be good. See what bundles they're doing for paints this time. We can see if there's a wash bundle, a shade bundle that we can point Steve to.
Well, like we discussed earlier, what I might do soon is do a video of how I, using Stephen's methods, would paint Ultramarines and then paint them better.
Yeah, this is the Steve standard, and now we're going to add some shade.
Yes. Not that we're digging at you, Steve. Not that we want your friend to come back and defend you. But yeah. I might do some videos for that. I might do some videos for other models and things, because there's going to be only so much I can do with Salamanders at the moment.
Yeah.
Although working on Black Seas at the moment as well.
Oh, Vince, that's cruel. So, right, for anyone who is watching on YouTube, if you watch us at twitch.tv/Warcast_gaming, your chat, if you join us in chat, will come up on the screen. I believe there is a slight delay on YouTube, whereas there is only a delay on Twitch if you're Vince, who's just been kicked from the chat for whatever he said. Bye, Vince.
Jesus.
Yeah. And sometimes we run polls, which you can only participate in if you're on Twitch. However, if you search for Warcast Gaming on YouTube, or if you are on Twitch and you see the, I think the YouTube link is on the Twitch. I keep meaning to check this, and every time I forget.
I'm just going to throw this one out there.
Yeah.
Vince is trying to post the link for our Twitch on Twitch when it's at the bottom of our Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Warcast_gaming. It's like only over there.
But thanks for helping. Apart from that, if you go to Warcast Gaming's YouTube channel, which, like I said, on Twitch it should be somewhere, and if you're already on YouTube, excellent, you're there. All of our videos end up being put on there, no matter what we do. Apart from that, our normal regular news is at facebook.com/Warcastgaming or instagram.com/Warcast_gaming. I said them all right without messing up this time.
I don't know why I said them. They're all here.
I know, but it feels right to encourage people to come, follow, subscribe, like, press the little reminder button on YouTube, just to, press the little bell, press it.
And look for instagram.com/WarcastBear.
Yes, yeah.
One day that might get added to the videos. I'm going to delete you from the videos, I swear. Anyway, that's it. Happy from us.
Edit all the videos and just put like a static over the top of me.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, as you were saying, thank you very much, everyone. We will see you all next Sunday, as we do this every Sunday for some reason.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
For Christmas, who knows why.